Ever stared at your screen, refreshing, wondering where your crypto deposit vanished to? You hit send, you double-checked the address, the network was right, and yet, crickets. You're not alone. The digital void can be a scary place, especially when your hard-earned assets are hanging in the balance. Today, we're diving deep into the often mysterious world of Kraken deposit statuses. We'll demystify those pending messages, untangle transaction IDs, and get you back to trading with confidence. Let's face it, crypto deposits can feel like a leap of faith. You click a button, and trust that the blockchain magic will do its thing. But what happens when that magic seems delayed? Or worse, non-existent? It's easy to panic. Is it lost? Did you mess up? Is Kraken having issues? These questions swirl in your mind, and frankly, they're valid. Before we jump into the how-to, let's understand why deposit statuses can be so fluid. The blockchain, while powerful, isn't instantaneous. It's a network of computers, each verifying transactions. And those verifications take time. The network congestion, the asset you're depositing, and even Kraken's processing load can all influence how long it takes for a deposit to appear in your account. Think of it like sending a letter through the postal service. You drop it in the mailbox, and it starts its journey. It goes through sorting facilities, gets transported, and finally, arrives at its destination. Each step takes time, and there are potential delays along the way. Crypto deposits are similar, but instead of sorting facilities, we have blockchain confirmations. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. You've made a deposit, and you're anxiously awaiting its arrival. How do you actually check its status on Kraken? First, and this is crucial, log into your Kraken account. I know, it sounds obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people start troubleshooting without actually being logged in. Once you're in, navigate to the Funding section. This is your central hub for all things deposit and withdrawal related. Depending on your Kraken interface, it might be located in a side menu, a top menu, or a drop-down under your account icon. Look for it. Inside the Funding section, you'll find a tab or option labeled History or Transactions. Click on this. This is where all your past deposits and withdrawals are recorded. Now, here's where things get interesting. Look for your recent deposit in the list. It will likely be near the top. You'll see several columns of information, including the asset you deposited, the amount, the date and time, and most importantly, the status. The status is your key to understanding what's going on. You might see several different statuses, and each one tells a different part of the story. Pending. This is the most common status you'll see for a recent deposit. It means the transaction has been initiated on the blockchain but hasn't received enough confirmations yet. How many confirmations are required varies depending on the asset. Bitcoin, for example, typically requires 6 confirmations. Success, this is the status you want to see. It means your deposit has been successfully processed and credited to your Kraken account. You can now use those funds for trading. Failure, this status indicates that your deposit failed. There could be several reasons for this, such as an incorrect address, insufficient funds, or network issues. On hold, this means that Kraken has placed your deposit on hold for review. This could be due to security reasons, compliance checks, or other factors. If your deposit is still pending, don't panic. The most important thing is to check the number of confirmations. You can usually see this information in the deposit details. Click on the deposit entry to expand it and find more information. Kraken also provides a transaction ID, TXID, or hash. This is a unique identifier for your transaction on the blockchain. You can use this TXID to track your transaction's progress on a blockchain explorer. A blockchain explorer is a website that allows you to search for transactions on a specific blockchain. For example, if you deposited Bitcoin, you can use a Bitcoin blockchain explorer. If you deposited Ethereum, you can use an Ethereum blockchain explorer. Popular explorers include Blockchain, Etherscan, and blockchain.com. Simply copy your TX ID and paste it into the search bar of the appropriate blockchain explorer. This will show you the details of your transaction, including the number of confirmations. If the blockchain explorer shows that your transaction has received the required number of confirmations, but your deposit is still not showing up in your Kraken account, there might be a delay on Kraken's end. In this case, the best thing to do is contact Kraken support. They can investigate the issue and provide you with an update. Here are a few tips for contacting Kraken support. Be prepared, have your TX ID, deposit address, and other relevant information handy. Be clear and concise, explain your issue clearly and provide all necessary details. Be patient, support teams can be busy, so it may take some time to get a response. Sometimes, a deposit issue can be due to user error. Here are a few common mistakes to avoid. Incorrect address. Double-check your deposit address before sending funds. Even a single incorrect character can result in lost funds. Incorrect network. Make sure you're using the correct network for your deposit. Sending funds on the wrong network can also result in lost funds. Insufficient funds. Ensure you have enough funds in your sending wallet to cover the deposit amount and any transaction fees. Remember, crypto transactions are irreversible. Once you send funds, there's no way to get them back. That's why it's so important to double-check everything before hitting send. Also, Kraken, like many exchanges, will periodically conduct maintenance. During these times, deposits and withdrawals might be delayed. Make sure to check Kraken's system status page for any outages. If there is a large influx of traffic on the network, transaction times will increase. This is not specific to Kraken, but is a network-wide issue. To recap, to check your deposit status. Log into your Kraken account. Navigate to the Funding section. Click on History or Transactions. Find your deposit and check the status. If pending, check the number of confirmations. Use the TX ID to track your transaction on a blockchain explorer. If necessary, contact Kraken support. By following these steps, you can gain a better understanding of your deposit status and troubleshoot any potential issues. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.